And so you had to set some margins, some groundwork for everybody to let them know as here's the ultimate goal that we're after. And then you give them the freedom to make sure that they achieve that goal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, luckily, I did my first master degree in entrepreneurship. So I really was able to see how not just the good luck and on the fly thing, but I also had the academic background of growing companies. But then I also did my MBA, an executive MBA on management. And there I was specializing in the agile project management because I had some IT background and I was really fascinated by the lean, by the agile approach of how companies are run. And we still do Scrum and daily stand-ups and synchronizations. And that also helped the shape of the business because we don't do 3 to 5 year business plans.
Right.
We try to set up 6 months direction in which we go. And then on the fly, every month, new things come in. Some things that were planned comes out. Yep. And at the end of the 6 months, we reflect, okay, did we achieve everything? Of course not. If we're like 40, 50% achieved, we're so happy because at least we're not on the same place 6 months ago. But then we're like, okay, let's now make plan for the next 6 months. And things that didn't manage to get into the previous 6 months, we're also seeing whether they're still relevant because many times at that point it felt relevant. But this flexibility gives really the freedom to grow because something external could change within these 6 months and things that we thought that are relevant are no longer relevant.
Exactly. No, that's a beautiful model. Agile is great. I've worked with companies where on projects, software implementation projects is where Agile is really big.
Yeah.
The alternative is the waterfall process, right?
Yes.
Where you put out this project plan for so many years and you just run that plan and it doesn't have a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, well, Harlan, I was so excited by the agile. I mean, waterfall has its usage, especially when there are more rigid projects. Like if you're building a bridge or a house, it's not like let's start building and we'll figure out the pipelines on the fly. I mean, it doesn't really work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
But in business environment where it's really complex environment with so many variables that are changing all the time, you can just set up a direction and start moving. And you know what's funny? We've implemented that not just on growing the BSB, but actually how we handle projects. So now even when we do the B2B lead generation, which I'll tell you a bit more afterwards, is that we're saying like, well, I have no idea what kind of outreach will work for your company in particular. I mean, we have the frameworks, we have the expertise, we're confident that it works, but we have to do A/B testing and tweaking in order to make it work for you. And that requires agile approach. It's like, yeah, but I want to know in month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what kind of results and what kind of things will happen. And we're like, okay, you haven't understood the agile approach. We know what is the goal, but we have no idea what kind of obstacles we're going to find along the way. So that's really helped us also how we do projects, not just on how we grow BSB.